Firstly, I'm from India. I have to say this before anything because India has a very conservative society with closely knit families compared to many Western countries. I'm not passing any judgments here, but saying this because it is of quite a high importance. Arranged marriages are always preferred over love marriages here. Ironically, mine was an arranged marriage. My mom was a cancer patient for 8 years and wanted to see me married before she passed away. Because of this, I had to go to other marriages in our community to look for a prospective wife. First marriage I went to, I locked onto a girl and told mom about her. Details were arranged for, and a year later, we were married. I lived in a metropolitan city, while she is from a smaller town in a different state. Off the bat, there were differences between my mom and her. Yes, as I said before about being from India, families are closer knit. So I live with my parents and brother and uncle. Without trying to sound stereotypical, it was told to her to be able to do some homely duties and learn to cook along with her wishing to have a career. When we were married, I was 24 and she was 22. Things weren't too bright, but we managed somehow. 2 years after our marriage, my mom passed away of cancer. Since then, most housework was assigned to my wife, and the rest of us would help her in every way we could. She started working at a company quite near from our home, and it has been about 14 to 15 months since she has been working there now. Few months ago, we just celebrated our 5th marriage anniversary. Dad and uncle, being the senior most in our family, are the ones who call the shots mostly. They were never happy with the way she was neglecting her responsibilities, but I always tried to calm them down and take my wife's side in explaining to them that she too was busy with her career and we will somehow manage. Just a few days back, for the first time in 5 years, I felt the urge to check her cell phone, to which I had the password, which she had told me herself a few days ago. To my utter shock, I found that she had been flirting/dating and sleeping with a coworker since the past 1 year. This just blew my head up into smithereens. I could not sleep that night and my body went limp cold. I met a close friend in the morning and we got to the conclusion that it was not fruitful to continue this relationship in any way. I've told my dad, uncle, and brother about this and they were quite shocked as well. I told them my decision to end it. My uncle and brother support this decision, though my dad believes that if I forgive and forget her, I will become a greater person. I don't care about what the society will have to say, nor am I afraid to have a new start in the future. But I will admit that getting married to her felt like adding a liability into my life instead of an asset, because she is too drained out of energy at any time of the day, wants to look beautiful and go on excursions and trips all the time, and wants to live the high society materialistic life and go clubbing and pubbing all the while. I do not share this enthusiasm of hers, and although I come from humble beginnings, I am quite happy and content with what I have, and I do not seek for materialistic pleasures as much, since I have come to appreciate the joys of life in smaller things now than I did before. My father was recently diagnosed with prostate cancer as well, so having another patient at home isn't doing great things for me either. On the other hand, having to manage a cheating wife is also something I cannot bring myself to do. I think I have enough proof to prove my wife's infidelity, however, I want to be even more sure when I approach her parents to take their daughter back. If I have to compromise and live with her for the rest of our lives, will I truly be able to live every time she steps out of the house then? Current proof includes one photograph of them posing together at an office party. 1 year's worth of WhatsApp chat history. Bank account details of a person they paid money to rent for a room to sleep together on the December 31st TLDR. Wife of 5 years has been cheating on me since the past 1 year. She doesn't know that I know about it. I have some proof of their involvement, but need more. Is my decision to separate from her a correct and apt decision? What are more ways in which I can obtain even more proof of their relationship? P.S. I must admit that I may not be completely innocent in this. My fault is that me and my wife didn't share a good sexual relationship. We rarely had sex. Every time I tried to get close to her, she would protect her parts by covering them and acting disinterested. P.P.S. I have connected her WhatsApp ACC to my Chrome browser, and every chat message she sends and receives is shown to me via the web.whatsapp.com service. They still keep messaging each other about being in love with each other and missing each other, and try to reminisce about that night.